to something brand new. I know this is not something we would usually do at all. However, because of some certain drama that's been going on, we decided that we would extend Season 2 by one episode. This is the true Season 2 finale. And this time, it's being celebrated as what we like to call the Aftermath Show. Am I right, Malaysia?
Yes, I certainly would say so. Yeah, I need to get used to this new voice.
Dude, this is the 10th time you've complained about your new voice. Get a grip.
I'm sorry that I just used to speak like you, but now I don't. But I can get used to it. You're right, India.
And what I mean by that is the fact that a lot of fallout has been happening over the past 2 months. The fact that we're currently missing a Middle Eastern member who has been gone since episode 21 and has not returned anytime soon. And also for the fact that currently the situation in Europe has finally came down to a cool. However, things are starting to ramp up in a new shape or form. And many other situations that will be covered in this episode. So let's get to our first guest, baby!
Our first guest, basically, is someone who is basically calm and collected. However, he can get really aggressive when it comes to diplomacy with the fact that he wants members to join his alliance. Say hello to the European Union!
EU? Are you there?
Oh, sorry. It's not easy one to know that your studio is literally just a box
That is colored red and has a light in it.
He has a point.
Okay, that's besides the point. But hey, EU, we do know one thing that has been popping up recently that we found from around the time that Switzerland was missing. And it's the fact that you want more people to join the European Union. Isn't that right?
Well, that is correct, unfortunately. It's the fact that, well, that I haven't gained a new member since 2013, and I just want some new members for once.
So you're saying that you're going to do so with corrupt nations, because you guys aren't really that corrupt.
If anything gets by, it's worth it. I am not having an alliance that is gonna just stop gaining. I need to gain.
Okay, whatever you want to say, crazy.
Hey, how about we get them and see the people who actually want to join?
Please don't.
Welcome, Ukraine and Turkey!
Yeah, who's the star? Who's the star, baby? Star, baby! Hey, I'm here. What? I'm just here. Wow, I thought you would be more excited to be on here. I didn't want to have personal information being shared online, you dingus!
Well, I'm willing to embrace it if that's all right with you, Ukraine. Huh?
Please get out of my face. EU, you do realize the fact that Ukraine is the second most corrupt and second dangerous in Europe?
I am fully aware, but I need new members, baby, so I don't care. You know the fact that Turkey, they're barely even qualifying as part of Europe. They're morely part of Asia if you don't count that small strip that holds Istanbul on it. You know that? I don't care. I just want to be part of something besides NATO for once. Am I right, Ukraine? I'm not even in NATO, so why are you even asking me? And I'm even in a war, so why are you even asking me if I'm already in a war? Turkey, eh? Hey, don't call me that. That's only my governmental name, and I still go by Turkey. I call you by Turkey, eh? Because that's what everyone says. Oh, you get out of here! Ah!
Should we do something about this violence here?
Nah, I'm cool with it. Because I've had to impersonate US for like several hours before, so... I don't mind one bit!
Although, one thing to note, EU, is the fact there are some better members that you could possibly get in Europe. You know, Montenegro? That's a good one, right?
Well, they're teeny tiny, like Luxembourg. And well,
Is anyone even gonna know they exist?
Ooh, bird! That wasn't even funny in the slightest. Well, EU, there's also Norway, right?
Well, I would add him. However, he's completely erratic.
You should not be on my property! I just touched it! And that's all I did. Is that enough for you to ask? But that doesn't excuse the fact that you trespassed on my property! Will you get out of here for once and for all?
Yeah, you saw what happened to Israel. Imagine what would happen to me if I did the same thing. Well, you got a point. He does have, 27 assault charges in the past 2 months, so yeah, I don't blame you. Another bit of drama that has been going on recently was the fact that basically Canada and USA have been pretty much distancing themselves recently. And because of this, Canada's trying to become the more edgier USA, with his own commercial promoting his CN Tower and basically the new announcements for this channel. Swearing warning is advised.
Fuck you, Winnipeg! It's my duty that Toronto is basically the booming capital of Canada. Well, that's Ottawa, but Toronto is the booming city, baby. The CN Tower is basically here to keep you completely secure. Guaranteed! And also, if you don't, you can kiss my ass. And if you don't want to visit the CN Tower, shut up your ugly ass!
Wait, what are you doing? 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 What are you doing?
And if you don't want to become like Iceland just became, you can visit the CN Tower. Guaranteed!
Canada, what has gotten into you?
Another big announcement is that Mario Party 7 minigame reviews have started, or are going to be starting, in 3 days! And the fact that you can get 30 entire days of just Mario Party 7 reviews, well, there's only going to be 10 of them, guaranteed! And if you want to see the first review for A Bridge Too Short pretty early, you can call 444-444-444-444. Guaranteed! What the hell did I just experience?
That was definitely something. I just don't know how to word it. It basically is just edgy. That's all I can really describe it as. Yeah. And I thought my impression was weird. That's even weirder! The last thing on the agenda today is the fact that the Middle East is currently missing a member, that being Syria. Syria has basically been missing for a long time, and we have not known where they are. However, today, we found them. We found them for good, and the fact that now we have them here, and we're going to interview them where they've been. Hello there, Syria! Security? Get her?
Why me? Why me?
You've been gone for 5 months, Syria. We don't know where you are. Well, we haven't known, now we know, but still, we haven't known where you are for a while now. Where have you been?
Well, it was a pretty dark story. I'll tell you anyways. In December of last year, after Christmas, well, the Syrian civil war is grinded to a halt after a massive conflict, and basically, my Assad government is basically gone now. And now that I'm just left by the Kurds, there's other groups in the area, and it's just a fact that now I'm even more battered and broken than ever. I have been unable to come here for a long time, and it's just a fact that I wish I can finally go back to my glory days. I just...
It's alright. Multiple countries have had new governments. It basically shouldn't be that hard.
Shouldn't be that hard. Shouldn't be that hard. I'm completely battered and broken, and if Israel doesn't stop what they're doing, it's just a fact that I could become even more broken and the civil war can start up back again! You think this is okay? This is not okay!
Security?
So if you want to experience what it feels like to actually be in war, I'll show you war!
No! Can you please help me?
You don't
Malaysia!
You don't
Please help me!
You get this! You get what you deserve! You just big-minded asshole! Will you please stop?
I'll
You
let it
have to
slide
stop!
over this
Why are
time.
you basically
Why are you helping me, Alicia?
Or
If you don't help me, you're fired!
You get
I
what you
don't care.
deserve!
Get out of there as soon as possible. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of my Countryball Plush Show. Episode 25 and the finale of Season 2. For real this time, and there's no one to celebrate it this time. No. Episode 26, the first episode of Season 3, will be coming on June 7th. See you guys then.